So in 2018, a guy named David Martinsson posted a video on YouTube with a confession. He's just ugly, he says. And this video resonated like you would not believe. 26 million people saw this video. I'm going to tell you a story about David and then bring him on. But first, here's what David said about himself.
I feel really alone, and I felt like I was gonna search YouTube for people with the same issue as me, and that is being really unattractive. I've met people that are girls that are extremely overweight and don't look well as well, and they tell me, "You're not my type. You're way too ugly," or they make up an excuse like, "Oh, you didn't text me the same day. I can't be free. I can't have you as a contact," and they do anything to get rid of you. So where am I standing in this all right now? Extremely depressed, extremely sad, feeling like giving up. I've never in my entire life gotten a single compliment that's been real. Everyone has always just used me. When it comes to love, at least for me in the place I live, only matters how you look.
Well, this resonated with people in various ways. There are a lot of people who just felt that it was so sad and heartfelt what he said, and there are others who mocked him. But there's one woman by the name of Julie who said to him, she commented, "I actually think you're kind of cute, to be honest. I mean it." Well, guess what? Take a look at this picture. This is Julie and David and their child. They are now married. And I'm so excited about this. I'm going to bring them on right now. David and Julie, you are in Sweden, I know. Welcome to TMZ Live back here in the United States.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
So, I'm so happy that you guys found each other, but I want to start with the video. Were you just trying to get this off your chest? I mean, there were some people who thought you were fishing for compliments. There were some people who felt it was a cry for help. What was the purpose of putting that video out?
All right. So there's not just one single specific reason for that. I was going for a really bad time in my life. I had been single for about a year, roughly a year or something like that. And none of my friends were available to support me. And during those tough times, what I used to do is I used to write my feelings down in a notepad and then I just delete it. But this time I decided I'm going to make a video that I hope no one will see. And I'm just going to put it up on a brand new YouTube channel and hope it gets lost in the ether.
And it didn't. 26 million people saw it. Julie, you were one of the 26 million people. What was it that made you to kind of connect to David?
Well, to be fair, I just found him cute. I mean, many people ask me what motivated you? And the raw truth is like, I just found him attractive. He was attractive to me. So I just felt like giving him the compliment. And then we started talking through Discord and we just connected very deeply. Like we realized that we were meant for each other.
David, did you believe her when she said, "I find you attractive, I find you cute"? Given what you had said, did you believe her?
I don't remember you ever saying that to me when we were like getting to know each other, because we met through Discord. She was on what I used to do when my channel was starting to get attraction was I made a Discord where I wanted to try to help people and be supportive for people who are having a rough time. And she was one of the moderators there. And we talked from time to time, and we eventually just found that we had a bond together, and eventually it led to more, and here we are.
Okay, so now I'll play Dr. Phil. So now you have found the love of your life. You have a child together. You have a solid family. What does that do to your underlying feelings of feeling ugly?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I am extremely privileged and blessed that I got such attraction on YouTube. I got such world reach, and I don't know. I'm just extremely lucky person. I gotta say, which is something I always used to say. I'm very unlucky in everything, but this one time I finally felt like I'm extremely blessed to have been able to get such a reach and find such a wonderful wife and lifelong partner. Uh, However, I still feel like it's like the core message and the things that I said in the video are actually true still. It's a struggle I've gone through most of my entire life. And more or less, if I had to reflect back on it, I think I was a little bit too negative, but I mean, I was drunk, I was really depressed, and I just went very hardcore on a very doomer mode. I believe that even if a person is unattractive, there are ways to find happiness and find a partner. It's just a very tedious and unfair process for most people. So I understand it, and at the same time, I feel like an outliner in a way,
You know,
or outlier. My English isn't perfect. Sorry.
no, you're doing great. I gotta say, when I first read your story, I didn't see the video at first. I read it, and I didn't know what I was gonna see when I watched it. And then when I watched it, I thought, this guy is kind of in his head because he's not physically what he was describing because when I had read the words. And I'm looking at you now and I see you got a hat on, you've got big glasses on. Are you still like kind of covering up because it affects you?
At this point in my life, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care. I mean, all that matters to me is that my wife is happy, and that's kind of that was my mindset back then too. Because if the whole world found me unappealing, that wouldn't matter as long as there's that one person who wants to be with me and is happy with me. That's the only thing that matter. So, I mean, of course, I still have underlying bad self-views, but it kind of shifts. Most of my life, when I've looked at myself in the mirror, I usually think like, I'm not that bad looking, you know. It depends on the day and stuff, especially when I was younger, because when I was younger, I was extremely fit. So I used to look at myself and I was like, you know, I went into everything with a good confidence and I was repeatedly shut down and had all these bad experiences. So I learned that what I think doesn't really matter. It's how you look is something that other perceive, and like that's what really matters. Your own self view is not gonna do much, you know.
Julie, when you guys are sitting around the dinner table or just talking, does this subject come up still, or is it kind of in the past and you just live your life? Or because it sounds like he still deals with this. So is this something you guys talk about?
Well, to be fair, that's kind of in the past. Like we're just like any other married couple. We just live our life. Like we just do our daily routine, take care of our baby. But yes, sometimes he might get a little bit depressed. For example, he doesn't like me taking pictures of him. He doesn't like taking selfies. Sometimes I want to take cute couple selfies, but he's like looking the other way because he doesn't want to look at the camera. And I try to assure him, honey, come on, I love you. You're beautiful to me. It's just a picture for us. Come on. But yeah, I mean, I can still see that he doesn't have good self-esteem, which is something I'm trying to reinforce on him, but that's up to him, you know.
It's more like whenever I see myself, it kind of the past comes flushing back, and I get depressed. So I get depressed when I see myself. It's not necessarily that I think I look bad or something, because many times I see myself.
Yeah,
I
you
think I look
don't.
good.
You don't. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you as an objective observer, you do not. Who does the baby look like?
She looks like she looks like a baby. Like I have to say, to me, everyone says that she got his size and she got my my mouth So she's like a cute mix of the both of us.
Well, that's good.
We all have varied opinions about that, but I think my opinion matters very little because I'm partially face blind, so I have a very difficult time recognizing people, and it's to the point where I sometimes forget how my family members look and stuff. So I don't think I am a proper judge of character to say how my daughter looks. You know,
That's
so
fair.
I don't know. I personally think she doesn't look like any one of us, but. I think my wife has a better tell on that.
Well, look, I love having you guys on. It's such a nice story that you guys found love, and we're really happy that you spent some time with us. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Really appreciate it.